Yo enen so your kwesi ada bioma busia mankran bia kwa aba mankran bia achi at the bad time with Maame Grace Jumedi Kese. So on this platform I am always the prettiest preacher. Call me Kasongo, call me Queen Osika, and also say Saint Osika. I am the only living saint. I am one of the prettiest. In fact, I'm the prettiest. I am one of the Africans' nicest spiritual visionaries. There is none like me. I am Mama G, the greatest. I welcome you to Time with Maame Grace. Today we are discussing Angry Ghosts, part 2 of Quantum of Nananum. We did the first episode last week. So went to me and share Mr. Wa so you can get a full editorial. No, now what's so I free mo. Abusia, I want you to breathe and listen with the ears of the soul, please. Obibi Sansa, where is the ear of the soul? Should I show you? Because here is where our story takes a dark turn. What we discussed last week was so powerful, but today we are taking it into the dark side of this whole thing. In the beginning, the abosom were not gods to be feared. They were reflections, quantum frequencies, holding memory and meanings. We nana omo wohofo. We nana omo representing. I told you this in details last week, how they were operating, the reason your ancestor was having bosom. The purpose of serving my family, no, which we na last week. They served the family, they rather served the family. They echoed our truth. Because reflections will show you your true picture, your face. So we show reflections wo mirror mu. Na se wo mpe bibi wo ho a untumi kan kire mirror no no yi. Wo na wo bekwa koyi ni waye ne de a wo pe. That was our ancestors. That was African spirituality. They replayed our past to help us develop. This was what they represent and more beautiful things. This was what they were calling abosom. Last week said, don't lure this to any of the ones you see. They were not asking anybody to worship them. They were rather serving the family. And last week, they gave us information when we needed it to progress. But something changed. And what was that? These entities, these deities, this abosom, you call them. Ubi so be cross a DNA ya bosoma, untumi nchira what bosom is. Untumi nchira what bosom is. O de ne namba ho. Juma na omudi ede maye no enu niye. Ede ne sesan ye a ma ye beda na purpose. Ede ma sa abosumi. As generations passed, we stopped using them as our mirror. We began to worship it out of greed. Greed has really caused Africans. When greed sets in, automatically jealousy is coming. And when there is jealousy, hatred sets in, and then killing. And when a man bows long enough to a mirror, he forgets he has a face. Can't wait till last week. What are you bowing to? If you bow to a mirror, bow to whatever. You yourself, you forget you have a face. Some of them, when they are entering, they will let you enter with your back because they don't want you to remember you even have a face or eyes to look at something. We forgot that these deities are extensions of us. We make them. We create them. How do we worship what we have created? And not masters over. They were never masters over us. These deities you see were never masters over us. So where from all these brohaha, we began to project power onto them. Giving them personalities. You projected powers into them. You personalities. We started giving them tempers and preferences. We started corrupting them with our greedy and jealous nature. Onipa. dia wuhu nenda aye chaka tantantan obi starting ne ketewa bi na yenya ya kekere ne de aboro ye tirisu ne ye namama ne hunu mu enu su nyina chi omo many pa ni asom njo no. That is why you will see two people worshiping one thing and they will be fighting. O Kristo ni beka kire ni nua Kristo ni say we nye sunsun sore nye papa we afre we nti enye nyankopon we aye se nye se kremoni beka kire ni nua so ofisu na ofi amade ofia obosom beka kire ni say we your konfo azan we your konfo say one thing na mosom say ye papa adan na moko e wo ho say we nye papa. You people are calling the same thing. So what is causing the division? That should tell you that it has got nothing to do with mankind. Yanya menipa. Ensuo to etogu obi ade so. Ye nyina ye hyeso ewo mba. Obi anyo ohia ni na enyo obi oyewe. Ade na de ba ko na moye. Na muntumi enye nko bankrum. Na kire se error wo ho. De nipa ehyehyɛ ye eni ne nipa susun ye because of enibre. Eno ne ye ne. Soon the shrine was no longer a feedback system. It became a courtroom. Obi ebejina sade we no motaye wo Nigeria movie mu. Obosomfo no te anim no ye genuine no. Na mo apia na de sika ama no. Na wakọ akọhwehwe bibi no de aye bosom no. O de deactivate no. Na watumi age ne bribe no waye ni niama. Do you think say one enso na kasa mai de poto ntinsuo ensuo e wokurom amindi di se bosom bia betena sa kankan ni because energy snare wo kura umpe fi energy or one full conscious or kotena sa kankan ni mu ayeden but wo didi pass senka omotete galamsey site ensuo na wo ho no se energy snare wo mu ni wo mu a e na akonfo ne tete ano a e ba ne se no broni fi di kuro matu abetu ensuo no aye ne poto wo behwem no na ebia misi ebia okonfu bi waji sika bi no nimbosom na ne wako deactivate no nti ombetu ama nsuo na se mikurum ofo nyensuo no na obi greed nti we deactivate ana wa silence bibi na ebi no manya kwan atwia fa so. This is how all these things started because energy wo kwa eye energy etuo wo kwa eye tuo sekan wo kwa eye sekan eye nipa na befa no de di bone eye nipa no befa de ku obi. So we need protective humpa wona unipa and now befa na dey protective. Nti e ba ne saying na these energies omo be ye bloody who introduced blood to them. Enye nipa. E be ba ne say ne nipa ebe sesa sa to me nadwen because of greed, hatred and jealousy. Ehun e dey yeti besi ne Africa wie ye e na wo hu ni say. Ave shrines na nka ye kɔ hɔ no mo no. Na ye kɔgye frequency feedback no enye biom sesi abeda ne courtroom. The shrine became a business for the priest because of enibre ntino ababe ye we na kire said dia when greed set in bibia nya adwuma wo ba bia greed set in foot e wo ho bibia ni ho aye adwuma wo ba bia greed set in foot wo enuanu betimi start ye adwuma ba ko be ye greedy per problem aware for betimi start ye adwuma ba ko be ye greedy per problem. Say greed e show ni face forget it. The priest started getting free virgins and sleeping with people's wives. You couldn't question it because it's a on fa dey all you know on fa mo ne ho ban no nya ka so say nyame ne say pe wan ka sa wo do ma no kura be kwa akoma no. Is that not what is happening now? Akoromfo na nka na tete no abosom ne cheche enya akoromfo ya na tete omu use bosom powder na omu hugu nkrofo so ne ade no me na me no ya ana me na me ye powder no na abosomfo na nkasa anya platform use na omba omu se bebre ya akoromfo omu fa nkrofo yere e ba ne sen na beduru that level. You couldn't reverse it because ono wa silence and wa deactivate at the ko e be bo na twe form no osi ho no ode bosom we two things ye won krofo a omo akode bosom na omo de ye bibi e di ewuo e de ye omuniama ene ye won krofo nso so omu ni hwe ade to hwinim na si ho na omo ye hu dede just so they can get food to eat. Ye won varieties. If I decide to go deep, we'll get there. So that we do no we che What's wachi? You can't doubt it because what deactivate ade no what dane ade nani mahwe baabi o no ope. Hey, and worse, the people assigned to serve the gods, akomfo and wofafo, they became custodians of fear instead of truth. Afedie, omu de otumi deactivate ade na afei ono ankasa use for ono an benefit. I'm telling you point blank that ade where you treating in the one. Take your time and learn it if you want to approach it. Because minim. Me say that minim. Abosum ni biya. Ye deactivate omo no. And omo de beye. Scavengers. Ma church beye that and tunim. Omo de omo tina abosum no so. Tie. Enti omo de boni a no omo akoshe bosum na taade anim because omo deactivate no. No omo nya bibi e de ahye. We will go deeper into that one. Nti se wo se wo go back to na nanoma aye check ade a wo kofa no se wo nimumpo a check hwe se scavengers ni nkotenam emfa nsamanfo ni nkotenam anya se wo kofa hwe se wo nana ade a wo se wa kofa ayi vulture instead of eagle. Watch it. Nti o makwa mo dane ade nani e na o mo de ye ade mo ho e na nkrofo ese se o mo ka no kore no afedi omu di fear and ehye nkrofom baby a wo kwa ye di fear hye omu die. When truth is distorted, no matter how powerful that thing is, it becomes useless automatically. And faswo biye ni so biom ebeye joke. Is this what abosomsom has become? It's a question. They became power drunk and corrupt with lust and hatred. And I mean I'm powerful. That is what is happening everywhere. Show off. Me to me kun me bodua me you say na me frefre dia keke ka ho. Corrupt. Dia ye pe an ye pe. We don't care. And the dwamambo. Abe hye ye mu ma se twem. No time. Dia ye tanya ni obi oso chen ye. Is this not what we see now? This is how we started. Let's be honest today. Let's be honest. There are shrine priests who turned sacred duty into personal dominion. Meboa, momi yenka no krema ye ho. We spoke to Nufialaga the other day about Charles Ajenasare. Ni no gokpo asem no. E den na Nufialaga kan ekosi saying, look at how people were boiling. Ekosi saying, we saw how we went. E den na eko. Leaders no, e den no mo focus so. It's a question. Or say man for bishop anka wona ye bishop me so onye me bishop na oye Charles Ajenasare ye brofudi ye bo brofudi ya ye mfa bra anka ho na man anka ho. So why are you angry right now? I don't grant munti as ye word today say man for bishop anka ho enye me, he's not my bishop, is he? He's your bishop. So when you are calling him, add it to it. But me born a brofudi so make body this my body dey fine brofudi ye mfa bra anka ho we so wefu. Hey, you people have emotional issues. So they used the gods to take undue advantage in various ways. Se ukoko fam no mo pa no mo age. Se uka no mo pa no mo age. Se ufie no mo pa no mo age in the name of God. The same thing is what you see all over. Nkrofo bi o mo age wade se nyame pa di no mo yusu ya. How? They trained the gods to hate and develop dark desires so that they can use it into ojo wade no one fan ba. Na kpai ebia na mugusu amuye ena mihu we Mrs. Ade na monchi omo ne de hye me. They poisoned a beautiful system, and up till now what have these deities become? Tolo beef. Such a beautiful system. Ya done you so many things. I must say omo better than tolo beef. They began to claim exclusive access to the deities because all shade so say me see ye say mame or the nani besi Maame grace so say okoje ade or person on the platform onye say no I invoke it the same agreed in a me to me from baha. You lie bad. I'm just using it as an example. Be careful of what you are manipulating because it can go against you. This is how we started, and now look at us as black people. wo pedro na wadane busum nani na obi village wo di akogye kura na se nipa ina abedane omu slaves. You see our end. Mo gi omu nyina mo capture omu na maton bi ama slave masters no na omu de ko. Na mo de atoto plate ni unnecessary things. I saw all these things in Kingezo and in Yellow Palace. Omu to me di nipa ni tini bi. Na omu 9cc so. Ebi eno na omu di takra omu di nu omasum edi shishem. We turned all this beautiful system no into something else. So we can maltreat our own. How far has it taken us? Eno ni yende aha yeti. They manipulate a whole lot of things. We've seen pastors, bishops, ritual, whatever. Any nkrofo omo ni omo nam ni niama omo yeye. Omo dani omo kono omo expose omo. Ena na yeku nipa, ena ni yeye say, ena o ye fa, ena oni hwe, ena fa ha, ena kusi ye nti ni da bia. Energies are there. Be careful what you are manipulating. Only I can speak to the gods, meaning say they be mutibe payo mobasa. Only I can interpret the voice of Nananom. The God say, bring a white sheep and your daughter. Sa no mo ye. Eh, me kwa na me powerful. Me na me we powerful ntidi en. Eh, me kwa na me timi ni enyame ne kasa. E na me frɛ nyame we. E na me frɛ nyame we. For what? They are born pie. Jesus okra it me de ne kaisi nipa. Yes. Wabewu amanipa. Enkrofo yo mko wu ye. You won't shut. Everybody. Me yase papa yin hye omo mame. The God say you must marry me. See that so from the yin krofo bebre. Akonfo the yin krofo bebre. And a God say me na me wuku. What do wo partner akokire nimpo? O say God say me na we jai no. It has happened 1 million times. The God say your brother must die. Oh, now no brother na obefa no obu kwasea. Sebe. Now brother ni nim nyansa na stopping na obeka to say enyamini so brother ni wo no ma shafa no. Me say obia ka asem boni wo obi hu okrom ha na ebe mamu nchi ntum. We have warlocks in Ghana, 2 of them. They can hide behind things and let things happen. Because here in Kasa, we don't have control over our environment. We are the American one day. Onyaka said, God said you should marry me. Ushana. And you size. And so God. My people, this is not spirituality. I can't play natural. This is a spiritual hack. That is what is actually playing in Ghana the most. Maka. These are men who tapped into the extended ancestral mind and changed it to serve their ego and greed. That's why we kill a lot. This is where men bear their fall. Obi hu tainti. Obi hu hinti. Mashiasiye. Started. This is where we started to fall. Last, hate, God complex, greed, ungratefulness, wickedness, and general evil against humanity. Just because they had access to something exclusive that had been kept for millions of generations. Is that not what we are seeing here? Kasa toto. And I'm here saying, who do you concern for one another? For what? You know you are lying. And I'm not here saying, and I'm free and I'm kosi ya wabra ba kosi saying. This is what is going on. You see the things we've done to ourselves. Me say, adie bia wo ye ne ne. Eho asem e wo wachire. Ebeye yase. Obeye adie ni nyina awie na hu susanso oba ne mpo na won kai. Sebe. Ye ni mema da ne 9 months ansa na yetumi wo. Ebi kura ne da 1 month ansa obehu so wanyem. Mumye enye careful. Otan ade obi nya wo hwe. Ni pay sukura mpa wo tan na wo kana mo asem. Enye wo mate. Woni ni mpo kasa ayanka bia waboa wa ma wa befie kakra. Now ask yourself, is this any different from what pastors and prophets are doing today? Is it anything different from all the spiritual people, whatever they are doing? What is different? Tell me. At the end of the what is the difference between what a malam is doing? A priest, spiritual person, some of them cry, we don't know what they are. Is that not the same thing they are doing? This is not new. It is the same psychotechnology used first to mirror the soul, then hijack to control it. This is what has brought African spirituality to the lowest level, greed. The shrine was meant to reflect the soul, not to imprison it. But the moment the mirror gained a mouth, and the priest interpreted it without accountability, we entered bondage. So I'm also telling the leaders of the country, from Papa President Mahama to whoever, she should watch out. All these prophecies near the air. And yes, they will say things and they will go and do the anyama to make sure that this thing happen. Because when they talk and there is no accountability for it, we are finished. I see yet sure munina. I just miss Papa Dampare. If we don't stop this enemy, we wait. I'm here saying, we will enter into bondage. Say yes, so say any way so. No more card, ya more accountability. Even in Ghana law, there is nothing like spirituality. Mra, e will move and shame. No be tomua. Na fe yem to me measure social media ne kasam. It's too much. We will enter into bondage when they start professing it. You be enter into bondage. You bet na no be kebi. You be nya hungry mouth, lazy mouth, robbery mouth, ashawo mouth. Mouth. No be candy obeka eguadi. We will enter into bondage if we don't stop this. They became masters because they got their mouth to talk. They became God incarnations. This is what has brought Africa to this level. They became the chosen ones. They became men of God. And they made us sheep. Is this what we want? And we are looking at this as if it's a joke. We don't even care. And they will tell you at this year and form and then quantity upon coso. All these things are in the Bible. Jesus said, also take care of my young ones and my flocks. Flocks. Who are the young ones? Are we thinking about our young ones? Every decision that you make, you drink kolano. They chose royals and gave divine right to themselves because we fell with our face. So the mirror gain mouth to talk. The goons and out of jealousy. So me ubeku we ama me nkwa de a dia ubeke bia mema why you active. Any ene. Aha yeti. So you see where we are now. Now you understand what I said. That when truth is distorted, it becomes not only useless, but dangerous as well. Because adiani siho. Now dani eni musenya. Baby edi behwe bi ebedi djuma. Eden ni yen yaye ye ho as Africans. Be si ne ya da so kasa na me hu na God we say which God? The man will be say on small. Now wo say wo besom no because me sum ye dia me panyi na ama me. Wo ye wo be hu wo nde wo ho. Because wo call low Emano no jina wo no hu said yet here. Oh ma wo kwan ma nsori biom. I told my children this. It was an advice I was giving them. Enye wo choice, but me can some na akire. Me ka kire me man say, "Hey, se mo kona makwa akware. Efi amutim no. Ye koto ye niama box chicken bibia milk bibia milo box. Say super when you enter the store a fear store at a supermarket. Inti se wo nim na akware obema omo no aso no pa bi omo na nteko store ho no makoto milk ba ko a wo bebre papa asema mi ke enyema no si bone opeso ade apa bi aka because enye sa no ye detete wo inti wan sha wo sori akotompo wire be fi obebo na wo hwie so a one milk na wato no wo hwie a afi measure da ho wo ko ware bema ne Pepsodent wamie fi ase na ase no wawuroli na ano no ayafu umia Pepsodent no wo mfimfini obegya wo maame so wahu wo kwei wahu ka wo drive ya wo de ko wo na ko fa no or now say oh love obeje wo ka na si wasi fom na wo nsi fom biom onu be ka soro ho oga ensetie nyina nya pa minua ensetie nyina nya pa oyo but so do say mienu igbo ma unya the same thing wa ha and set in a pewate. Monkeys, they play by their sizes. Me catch them in mano, and me too almost. Say me, I set in a media mawi, me fear first one baby, esi sakumono. Me second house, esi to come to 22, me call already bear 3 years. Also for being the man eating and cohe. I didn't why you feel me fear me could have moved some crown, yes, I didn't feel. Me call her brew 3 years. Baby, I'm who baby, I'm momote. And it's a walk now, now the old Cosacumono baka. Me, I didn't call you. Me the wabe do her. Me, mamma, no swami brudo, me stone brudo, 1 bag, 1 8 bag, and I do, and some akoda. Well, baby, I'm the wabe do. Into what it is which here, and frame me minia. And to ten sound which because of Obia, ya. Obi nenima oko, and my name ya broso.